President Trump was at a White House Correspondents dinner at a hotel that was near the White House, and there was a shooter that broke into the event and did fire shots. Now, the shooter has been neutralized, and the reports are that there is nobody that got injured, minus the actual shooter. President Trump was rushed off the stage. Secret Service did their thing. We're going to take a look at all of the information because this was a very fast developing event. Obviously, nobody anticipated this. This was absolutely insane. All I ask is for your time and for you guys to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. We're going to kick things off here with Caroline Levitt, who had said this at the start of the event.
To rumble, is he not?
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And you wrote most of it, you said.
I can't take credit. In true Donald Trump fashion, the man puts his pen to the paper himself. So it's a lot of his own.
The choice of wording, obviously that one does suck, but this is not her fault. What we do have to take a look at is the real facts. So they did try to take out President Trump again. Make no mistake, this is on the hands of the fake news media. This is on the radical left. This is the direct result of our dangerous and unhinged rhetoric. You people deserve hell for what you are doing to this country. And trust me, we're going to deliver it. We will never surrender, says the original poster, Ryan Fournier, on X. Now we're going to take a look. For those who missed it, the actual main feed camera that took place from the event. Here we go. There are so many different angles of, Secret Service and all them of doing their stuff in the background. But let's start off with this clip for those who missed it. So then the music does come to an abrupt end. Secret Service rushes, jumps on the stage. Trump is gone. They rush him off. And everybody in the crowd in absolute shock and awe. And the reason you're not seeing people scatter and run is because they don't have any idea as to what the heck is really going on. Nobody right now knows what's going on. People think it's maybe some sort of malfunction with, the equipment. They think what you're seeing right now, the reason why nobody's running around is because nobody knows what the heck is really going on. But what we are going to take a look at is what happens afterwards, immediately from different angles. So right now is in the hallway and you see Secret Service do their thing. Let's have a look. Rushing down the hallway. Where's it coming from? They've got their guns. You can see them moving right there. Move, 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 move.
Everybody stay down, stay down.
Again, in a situation like this where you have a bunch of bystanders that are running around freaking out, it only causes more panic and confusion. That's not to say that if you were somewhere, let's say like at a mall or at a wedding and shots got fired around you, that you wouldn't take off running. For sure, that could be that's a very legitimate human instinct that takes place in a situation like that. When you know what's going on, when you can't actually confirm what the sound is and you have no idea and you're confused, at that point, it's really frightening, and that's why you see so many people just standing still. So again, police, Secret Service rushing through the hallways, trying to apprehend the shooter. Nobody has the information nobody has video footage of the shooter getting apprehended. I don't know if that will eventually come out, but it is confirmed, and you will see in a moment that the shooter was neutralized. Then President Trump did take the truth, and he said, quite an evening in DC. Secret Service and law enforcement did a fantastic job. They acted quickly and bravely. The shooter has been apprehended, and I have recommended that we let the show go on, but it will entirely be guided by the law enforcement. They will make a decision shortly. Regardless of the decision, the evening will be much different than planned, and we'll just plain have to do it again. President Donald J. Trump. So now we're going to take a look again, different angle of the event when President Trump got rushed off stage.
People were jumping under tables, and people were very upset and worried. And I have some videos, so somebody needs to. We have no signal. There's never any signal here at the Washington Hill, so I apologize for that. But I have some video to send. But in any case, I have no idea what happened. Somebody with a Secret Service pin said that there was a shooter made his way into the building, but not into the room. And that shooter was stopped. So that's all I know, is that shooter was stopped. But
so the shooter was stopped. We do have that confirmation.
Can you hear me? Can
yes,
you hear me?
I can hear. Wolf, can you estimate the number of shots you heard fired or the number of people that you saw with a gun that you believe were the gunmen? Is it one person? Are there multiple people?
I was a few feet away from this one gunman who was shooting just randomly. And I'm guessing I heard at least a half a dozen, maybe 6 gunshots. I mean, they were booms.
Thanks.
They were so loud. And I haven't heard gunshots like that in a long time. And it was very close to me. But the next thing I knew, I couldn't see anything else because a couple of police officers were jumping on me and trying to protect me. So I was down on the ground with police officers on top of me.
Could you hear the officers talking to the gunman, and what were they saying?
I think by then the gunman was shot. I could be wrong, but the gunman had stopped firing, and he was on the ground. And I'm standing outside, and there's a lot of FBI, a lot of Metropolitan Police, a lot of military personnel who are all here.
I think the biggest question that everybody has, and something that is obviously going to be severely investigated, is how the hell does this keep fucking happening? Really? Another one? Another attempt? And he's president. This isn't the campaign trail, although there's still no excuse for that because Secret Service was involved. What the hell is going on with American Secret Service? What the hell is going on with law enforcement? Who the hell is doing this? How does this keep happening? Now, we know that, sorry for yelling, but like, this is a piss off. Really? This is, I mean, fortunately, thank God President Trump is okay. And we'd be saying the same thing about any president, even if it was weirdo Joe Biden, sleepy Joe Biden. You don't want the president to get assassinated. What the fuck kind of world do you want to live in if that's what you want? It's insane that this keeps happening. It's insane that it ever happened once. It's insane that it keeps happening. There keeps being attempts like this. How are people like this getting into buildings or areas where the secrets are? Do we watch movies about this shit? You watch James Bond and it's like, okay, well, maybe you can't parachute out of a plane in a vehicle and land it and drive down a dirt road and not spill your martini. That part of James Bond is like, yeah, okay, that's a little weird. But we know that the United States military is the best in the world. Is the Secret Service not the best in the world? Like, what the hell is going on? Are these inside jobs? What the hell is going on? Oh my God. Are people pissed with this? Like, yeah, it's fucking insane that this shit keeps happening. I hate to say it, and I don't mean any disrespect, but it makes America look a little weak when stuff like this keeps happening. Because I don't know if it happened under Biden. Not that it's Trump's fault, okay? Not that it's Trump's fault. Obviously, there's more anger and outrage towards President Trump because of the left-wing radical media than we've ever seen. We've never seen this level of polarization in the world, in the free world, like we do today. So CNN, all those corrupt media organizations that are calling Trump and MAGA, all these crazy words, this is very much because of them. Okay, so above and beyond that, isn't like the intelligence department good enough to be able to spot this shit? Like, what about Palantir and all those? Like, don't we have satellites that can like look at your pores in your skin from up above? Like, I don't know. No one knows. Does that not exist? Like, what the hell is going on, man? This is not a good look for anybody.
We have an announcement. I know everyone's going to want as many details as possible, and right now we don't have that, but I can tell you that our program is going to resume momentarily. We will have more details to share also momentarily, but for now, please just be patient as we figure out just how much time it will be, but it shouldn't be that much longer.
And is that, like, should it have gone that way? Should they have said, you know what, we're going to resume the event after a shooting like that or an attempted assault? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that's weird, but you would think that they would tape everything off and like review all the security camera footage and then investigate every single person that's there and screen all their phone calls or text messages, their social media to make sure that like no one there had anything to do with this. Like everybody from the tippity top to the bottom of the bottom. Like that's what I think. That's what they do in the movie. Shouldn't that be what happens here? I don't know, man. All this shit is just it's so weird that this keeps happening. Right? I'm not trying to insinuate anything. Can't I just say it's weird and just leave it at that without anyone assuming that I'm trying to insinuate anything? I mean, that was a good response to rush President Trump off the stage. I mean, much better than when he got shot in the head or shot in the ear on that campaign trail, right? Like, you had people throw themselves on him. You had that, is that the host? Is that the Asian chick who he just saw as the host? And that's the same dress. Is she Asian? Whatever. I'm sticking to what I'm saying. She kind of looks Asian. I don't know. Whatever. This girl right here, this little model girl, she threw herself on the president or got down with the Secret Service. Got down to with President Trump and was like, either save me or I will save you, President. Okay, so that's what happened. So different angle here. That's just craziness. Good job to Secret Service, though. Kudos to Secret Service and law enforcement for having such a rapid response. God bless America. God bless the troops. God bless everybody that was involved with de-escalating the situation and neutralizing that fucking terrorist shooter. Good job to all of those folks. I mean, this is just... it's crazy. And then you got an incredible photo of Speaker Johnson's security team evacuating him from Washington Hilton following shots fired at the White House Correspondents' dinner. Right there, he's running. There you go. That's pretty, I mean, unfortunately, a badass photo. Holy smokes, man. Holy smokes. President Trump will return back to the stage at the White House Correspondents' dinner after a brief evacuation caused reports of shots fired. Like, am I allowed to say that that them just resuming this is a little weird, right? Like, shouldn't everybody just, I would want to go home. I wouldn't want to stay there. I'd be like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here. But I feel like they should not continue everything and then just confiscate everybody's phones or use Palantir or Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk's brain and rip through everyone's information, like just strip them of all their privacy rights and investigate it. Like, I mean, can I say that? Are you allowed to do that? Or is that too much like China? I don't know. I mean, they got to figure out quickly what the hell this was and how this came to be, right?
Kevin, I am with you. I do have an update from our team on the ground that the suspect, has been detained by Secret Service and that the President of the United States, Kevin, will return. The event will go on, is what we're hearing from our team on the ground. He will return to the podium and sound.
I get it too, right? Like continuing the event as if nothing happened. I get it because you want to show that they can't rock the boat, right? Sharks don't bleed kind of thing. Like you're not going to put a stop to this, right? It's kind of like in a way, it's kind of like all the dildos that got thrown onto the WNBA basketball courts during the game. Like they wouldn't just stop the game and end the game because dildos got thrown onto the ground. But at the same time, wildly different things. One is non-lethal dildos that get thrown onto the game for funny internet moments. And another one is a fucking shooter. Come on. Figure this out tonight, huh? What the hell are we doing here?
It's like after they've swept the property where this is taking place. That, to me, I don't know about you, Kevin, indicates that this threat has been neutralized. They have this person in custody.
Again, conflicting reports. Person in custody or shooter's dead. Conflicting reports. We know that the shooter's been neutralized. So either he's dead or he's about to be dead. One of the two. I don't think this son of a bitch is going to trial. I think something might happen. If he is alive right now, I don't think it's for very long.
They feel that it's safe enough for people to return, for the president to return and continue this dinner. What are your thoughts?
I feel like it's the wrong thing to return to the dinner. I personally feel like right now, I mean, there's not enough time for me to have properly made my mind up on my stance right this, because I'm this is on the fly, folks. This is on the fly. This just happened and I'm just making the video about it right now. I feel like the right thing to do in a situation like this is to shut it all down, cut the power to everyone's devices, no cell service, no reports, nobody leaves the building until they figure out what the hell just happened. You bring in the best and the brightest minds. You bring in Mr. Palantir himself, Mark Zuckerberg, Grok, Amazon, all the big NVIDIA guy too, because why not? He's got computing power. You bring in all the brightest minds, all the big hotshot billionaires, the OpenAI ChatGPT guy, right? And they figure out who the hell this shooter was, how this came to be. Can't they do this in like 45 minutes? I know it's not a movie, but don't they have like that type of technology? I assume they do. Let's give the situation the benefit of the doubt because it's the United States. They put a lot of money into their stuff. Might as well, right? But I feel like they should figure this out before they start like redoing the show and the correspondence. I personally feel like I get it. President Trump's a badass. He got shot in the head, got up and was fight. I get it. That's like the most badass moment in my lifetime, at least. That was freaking insane that he did that. And that turned a lot of people onto President Trump when he did that, right? Elon Musk was like kind of on the fence and we saw that. He's like, I love President Trump because he's fighting for America. Got shot in the head for America on the campaign trail. Badass. Does that mean though that every time he gets shot at, that he needs to get back up on stage within the hour and continue his speech? I don't know. Like, do we know any more threats? Like, if it was an inside job, maybe it comes in waves. Like, I've seen White House Down, right? I'm not wishing that upon anybody, but we've seen movies like that. I know it's real life and comparing it to movies, whatever. That's all we have to work with now. You see movies like that where it kind of comes in waves. I feel like they should side on the side of caution and investigate it more. But what do I know? I'm sitting idiot behind the screen watching this unfold and going, how the hell does this keep happening? It's kind of concerning that this keeps happening. I hope they figure it out. I hope it stops happening and fucking keep the president alive, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. And that goes for any president ever. It's wrong for political violence to be taking place. It's insane that we've gotten to a point in society where political assassinations on the president keep happening. Anyways, like the video, subscribe. And God bless America. God bless Trump. Bye for now.